Hi artists, it's Mrs. Hebert. I just wanted to check in and read you the Google Classroom for today. I'm asking you to do a self-assessment because Thanksgiving break might be a great time for you to get caught up. Your Changemaker Challenge is what you should be working on today after you do your self-assessment, and then that's going to be due on Wednesday. So I want you to know the term's ending on December 11th, and that will be here before you know it. At that point, you're going to be taking PE instead of art on your Monday, Wednesday, Friday, fifth period time. I am not going to be marking projects late, and I can accept work up until December 7th. I emailed all parents and guardians this information on Saturday, so they might be, I want you to know, they might be asking you kind of where you stand with your art. And normally in person, I would be checking in with you guys and doing this and helping you in person. So I really want to help each one of you succeed. So one of the things that I did to help is I made these modifications. The modification it's a simplification. You don't have to do it if you've done all the regular projects, but it's available to anybody who's struggling for any reason. If remote learning is hard for you, if you've fallen behind for some reason, if you take academic support and you're trying to put extra time in some of your other classes, this is a great way for you to do your art, but it puts it all in one single post instead of like 2 weeks of Google Classroom work. You're doing one post, and it gives you 3 or 4 simple steps for that project. So this would be the least I would expect, okay? And if you are behind, if you haven't done the work, maybe you scan the modifications and you pick your 3 most, ones that you're most interested in, and just make a commitment that by December 7th you're going to do those 3 and turn them in. That's available to anyone, and those you could do over Thanksgiving break. So it's a great way to catch up, and then it's all in one place. So if you go to Google Classroom under the modifications of classwork, it's easy for you to find that. So some students have asked also how they can raise their grades. So some of the extra credit options are the advanced watercolor techniques, and that's in the mixed media leaf project. We all did the basic watercolors, but you could do the advanced watercolor techniques. On the animal drawing, there was a choice to do a mythical creature if you had already finished. So that would be combining several different animals and drawing them and putting them into a mythical creature. So that's another project. And then the sketchbook, of course. The sketchbook is extra credit, but you have to post what you've done in the sketchbook and write an artist statement explaining what you did. And there's a choice board. If you look on Google Classroom, there's a choice board with lots of different choices of things and drawing prompts for sketchbook assignments. Okay, so next, today, you're going to do these things before you work on your Changemaker Challenge. You are going to do these steps. You're going to check PowerSchool. An LP means you haven't turned it in, or maybe you think you turned it in and you didn't really turn it in. If I give you an LP, that means I didn't see, and I didn't see your work on Artsonia. So then you're going to check your Artsonia account. You're going to make sure that you have this list of assignments completed there with your artist statements. You're also checking Artsonia to make sure I haven't sent anything back to you, because if I sent it back and you don't make those edits, if you get sent back, it's going to show up red. Usually it's because I'm asking you to take another photograph, or because maybe you misunderstood something about the assignment, but you have to make those edits. I've written feedback of what I want you to edit or change or question that I have. And then you take those edits and complete them, and then you just turn it in again, okay? Let's see. So you had the quarantine zine, the mask, visual lyrics, mixed media leaves, and by the way, in the front lobby, if you're coming in person on your hybrid days, check out the awesome tree Thanks to Ellie, Isla, and Holly for helping me create that and put it up, and all your leaves that you turned in. You can still turn in leaves if you come in and you haven't done that, and they'll go up on the tree. So it turned out really, really cool. So the mixed media leaves, and then the observational animal drawing, and then the Changemaker Challenge is due on Wednesday. And our final assignment after break is going to be called The Stuff of Myth and Legends. Then the sketchbook is not a required, but it's a great way to score some extra points there. All right, so finally, you're going to check Power School, check Artsonia. If I've made a mistake, you're going to email me and let me know that you turned something in on Artsonia and I gave you an LP. Well, that's obviously a mistake, okay? Google Classroom, you're going to mark your work turned in. Do not mark it turned in if you haven't actually done it. That's not honest. And we're using the honor system here on that. So I'm not marking these late, but I time coded the assignments. Most of them do it like 1 o'clock if they were that day's assignment. And so don't worry about the Google Classroom if it says that it was turned in late. If you turned it in later that night or the next day, that's not going to affect you. Okay, I want you to know that. All right, so I know that asynchronous art is not really ideal. It poses a lot of challenges for me. It poses a lot of challenges for you. And you have questions, and I'm not there to answer your questions. So, if this was a tough year for you, I want you to know that I understand, and I really, really want art to be a positive and relaxing experience for you, and that I understand if this is not representative of your best work this year. I totally get it, and there are so many different things going on for different families and different learning models, and it's okay. At any point in your life, you can work on improving and developing your skills. Just like we did the watercolor techniques, you could learn new techniques and work with art in any of these things at any point. So I'm wishing you guys all the best relaxing Thanksgiving and a great break.